Hello internet, so my hair is different and it's wet right now because I just showered and the sun's changing outside, but we are going to roll with it. Today I'm going to be doing the book tag because I've been reading a lot more books lately because I've had a lot more time on my hands. That's going to end next week because school plays start, so I wanted to do it while it's fresh in my mind. Alright, so number one is, do I have a certain place at my house where I like to read? And I'm pretty much a homebody. I can read a lot of places, but my favorite places to read, I have like a little love seat in my room, which I filmed on before, my bed, and then the couch in my living room. Number two is, do I use a bookmark or do I use a random piece of paper? Now for me this is weird because I have a bunch of different like actual bookmarks where you can buy, and like they're like a certain book cover, or a lot of mine are Harry Potter ones with like the characters from the movies on them. But my absolute favorite bookmark, I've had it for a while now, is this, and it'll go across like a thin book or a big book or anything, and it points exactly where I ended on the page. Number three is, can you stop reading anytime you want, or do you have to stop on a certain page, chapter, part, etc.? I would think I have to read till the end of the chapter, and if I'm exhausted, I at least have to finish a page that ends on the end of a paragraph, which is really hard sometimes, but I'm just a person that just can't leave a story completely. I have to figure out what's next, or at least have a really clean place to start. Do you eat or drink while you're reading? I most of the time will have a mug of hot tea. I might sometimes have crackers, but that's about it. Can you watch TV or listen to music while you are reading? I can't watch TV, but it's almost a necessity for me at this point to listen to like the Harry Potter soundtrack while I'm reading. And it's not just for the Harry Potter books when I'm reading, it's literally for anything, because they have nice background noise rather than like anything with lyrics or anything like that. And my cat is making noise in my room. Next one is, can you read one book at a time or several at a time? And in middle school, I don't know how I did it, but I read like 5 books at a time from like different series. It wasn't like independent books, it was like, I'm reading the 3rd book from this series, the 4th from this one, the 1st in this one, and I don't know how I did it. I'm now a 1 book at a time person. 7, reading at home or reading anywhere? If it's a comfy place, like if it's at a Starbucks that has big comfy seats, I can do it, but I really have to be like engulfed in a chair or like blankets and stuff like that to be reading. I'm very a cozy person. 8, reading out loud or in my head. With books that I really like, I can read just in my head, but when it comes to like textbooks for school, or like reading a novel for school that I really don't want to be reading, I have to read out loud to even keep my attention. Do you read ahead or skip pages? No. I am a person that has to read every single little detail when it's a book that I want to read. 10 is breaking the spine or keeping it new, and this one's harder because I am a like hardcover kind of a person, because if I have a soft cover, I'm literally like, I'm turning it around and only having like 1 page at a time. So I guess breaking the spine, but I can't do it the first time I read a book. I'll break the spine like the 2nd or 3rd time that I read a book, but the first time I'm like, no, it must be pure. The last question was, do I write in books? And I can't write in books. The only time that I will is if it's like required for school to like annotate. Oh my god. Other than that, I will cry. Like, I think my freshman year, the first time I had to annotate a book, even though it was a book that I absolutely abhorred, I just didn't want to do it. I cried the first time I had to put the pen to the page. Well, I hope you guys liked it. This is just something that I wanted to do because I like books. And I hope to see you as soon as I can. Bye internet, be your best self. Mwah!